The final chapter is almost here. After this chapter, there's only 2 more to go. What does this chapter cover? Is it Yorozuya's reunion? Joe 3 versus Tendoshu? It's neither of them, though there were a little build to them. Instead, it covered the greatest hero of the universe, Madao. If you believe the countdown is a lie, I wouldn't blame you at all. For now, let's throw the countdown away and enjoy this chapter as it is, because it was pretty humorous all in all. While the chapter largely focuses on Madao and his newly discovered power, there were other moments that builds the anticipation of the climax. The final stage is set with Tendoshu landing on Earth as their cult battle against Edo. Despite Kuya crashing on top of the Atana terminal, they can still execute their plan as usual. What's worse is they can also deploy smaller ships to send reinforcements. Essentially, it becomes a new warfare. It might end up as the shortest war ever if there's only 2 chapters left. What Tendoshu wants is to spread immortality across the universe. On the surface, that sounds fantastic. Clearly, they're the true heroes. In context, it is madness. Even if one wants to live forever, we already saw what happened with Usuro, so you can expect everyone to experience the same outburst. Plus, the population will be maddening. Sakamoto continues to be the star of attraction with his words of wisdom. I'm seriously glad Sorochi didn't leave him behind just because he's not part of Shoyo's disciples. He still can offer something for his friends, and that is inspiring speeches. The one troubling feeling they face is choosing their path, and instead of leaving them to decide alone, he assures them that their friends will be behind them all the way. Whether they choose to kill or save Shoyo, they will be there to see it through, because this is their fight as well. His words benefits greatly to the theme of not just this arc, but the series itself. When there's a war going on, you can expect Shinsei Gumi to be fighting. It's funny that Kondo does have a valid reason to not understand what they're doing since he's been with the gorillas for so long. So long that he remixes his words with his native and gorillas language. Oh wait, did I say something redundant? Sogo is savage as usual and happy to know that Kondo still has his human mentality left. Like I said, living with gorillas for too long. It's always a good feel moment with Shinsei Gumi fighting like they are made to do. It's like what Kondo said in the flashback. Shinsei Gumi will never disband. All this nostalgia talks reeks the series is ending feel, but it won't be complete until Yorozuya finally returns. Shinpachi and Kagura already left, so it's only a matter of time for the actual reunion that the fans will be satisfied. Unless we get trolled. That's all for the build up to the ending side. Now, let's focus on the superstar. From the beginning of the chapter, the news broadcast is recording the war as they are left bewildered. If this is all related to the stage Zeromp's assassination, at least we know Kasuro's plan has worked. With that said, they need a hero to stop this massacre. It's been a while that we have last seen Hano no Ana, but before the series ends, there she is reporting live. Last time I get to read that pun name. The citizens are now safe from danger, because here comes our greatest hero of all time. Madao has entered the stage, and don't worry, he's only sweating due to warm temperature. Joking aside, this is all around hilarious. Not going to lie, he got what's coming for pulling off the lie he has been living under. That said, I'm glad Sorochi didn't leave him with a false ending. The amount of pressure was getting to him pretty bad, so he begins to stumble. That crummy sword of his is called Unemployed Caliber, which is goofy, but so like him. And yet, he later calls it Neat Caliber. He's not even trying to hide his false identity anymore. I'll bet he has plagiarized. It's a Gintama fashion with Madao acting like he's about to kick ass and chew bubblegum, only to be downstruck by the cursed flame, whatever that means. All the lies he's spouting is so ridiculous, but that's how he works things out. Too bad it gets worse for him with Samurai arriving to the scene. At first he play along and act like a citizen, so he must evacuate the area. But then, one of the group recognizes him. What should he do now? He has the nerve to upturn his chin and break his crappy sword like a stick. That certainly feels nostalgic. That sword was made out of styrofoam. Hey, you don't know the power of the styrofoam. It's stupid enough that he pulled this off, but it actually works on a samurai. Wow, it almost went well. Until another group shows up and basically reset the dilemma. They're the good guys, and they too want Madara to come for their aid. What should he do now? He hyped up the moment of his dynamic entry to the battlefield, preparing to restore peace in Edo. But before he can do that, he has to tie his shoelaces, even though they're sandals. This guy is amazing. I can't say it was working, but they were waiting for him. That is until the army from one of those small ships arrived. Not only Madara is screwed, but his laces broke off. What should he do now? It's at this point where the chapter breaks away from Madara and shows what's happening elsewhere. I've already gone over the moment, so there's no need to repeat it here. After courageous and inspiring movements from the samurai, the scene shifts back to the news broadcast declaring Madara has passed away. Even when famous, he still gets killed off. The man can't escape death. Of course it's not true, though pretty messed up to jump to that conclusion. Hell, they even killed off Anna. Even when she responded back, they believe she's on the verge of death, so might as well declare her deceased. Savage news. How can Madara explain on why he doesn't fight back? His reason is his go mode is so dangerous. When he fights, he kills everyone in sight. That includes Anna, and that's why he won't fight. I don't know how much Madara can run his lies, but he's pretty damn amazing at it. Finally, he hits the tipping point when he's surrounded by troops. What should he do now? There's only one way. He does an epic setup for a grand attack. I was a bit hyped, honestly. He jumps high in the air and lands hard on the ground in a bowing position. It's his ultimate attack, begging for mercy. The best part is, it works. I think. What happens after he apologizes, a random explosion happens, taking out all of his enemies. He does a different pose, apologizes again, and then another explosion occurs. This is just plain BS. Hilariously, he comes up with an explanation of his awakening power. Because of the cursed flame or mouth ulcers, it unlocks an explosive power. That's very logical. Also, Madara isn't the one that was apologizing. It was the incantation. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Sairi? He's a national treasure of lies, alright. But the weird part is, Anna also unlocked the power when the explosion in front of her happens. That means she too is special, right? Madara devalues her by inserting a new explanation. Apparently, she was able to do one because of his mouth ulcers, spreading out his germs to hers. That's one unnecessary explanation. All in all, Madara is one lucky SOB, escaping with the lie that everyone believes. That doesn't paint him the right color. It makes him look absolutely disgusting. Fortunately, Sorochi knows how to balance and eventually redeem his character at the right time. Despite all the luck he has, he doesn't want to keep the hero title. Although I disagree with him on not doing anything special in the war, I understand what he meant. What bothered him is he was given all the achievements that Gintoki achieved, thus giving him the main spotlight. Sure, he gained fame, fortune, ladies, and gourmets, but he wasn't happy. All he wants is to spend drinking time with his drinking buddy. That's why he's still there, waiting to revisit the good old time. Damn it, Sorochi, stop making them likable. Madara finally makes a proper apology because this time he means it. I was so touched that in the next explosion will be epic. Well, it does happen, only it takes Madara out as well. Yeah, that's karma at its finest. This begs the question, who the hell was causing it? It's freaking Prince Hata and his servant. What a full circle. To top it all off, they said the phrase of the chapter. I'm sorry. This is definitely Gintama alright. This was a pretty fun chapter. I know a lot of fans are confused or wondering why the pacing remains the same as if the series isn't ending yet. While putting that aside, the chapter does leave a really good setup for the most anticipated reunion. It's all around nonsense with Madara pretending to be a hero that everyone wants, but not the one they should have. As comical it was, it also has charms when it reached the ending. Of course, Madara will be Madara when it comes to downfall, but that's karma for you. 2 chapters to go. What exactly is happening? And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. 2 chapters to go, and yet it feels like there could be more. I mean, yeah, they did say issue 42 is where the last chapter will be at. And not only that, it will also have a color page. That's a nice way to end, with a color page. I like that. Still, what is going on with the story? Do you think it's going to stretch out longer? Do you think that we are being trolled? Or maybe they will rush for the last 2 chapters? Anything can happen. We'll see what happens. We'll see. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.